Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Light Bring. I wanted to give y'all some more fitness facts, all right, real quick, because a lot of these people don't tell you what you be needing to know, and it's kind of upsetting. So here's the thing. I want to talk about the body a little bit, just certain things that y'all need to understand, small things, just to stay noted of. So when y'all hitting the gym, you need to understand muscle, how your body moves, okay? So let's start with delts, for example. You got 4 ways to hit the delt, right? You got the front raise, you got a lateral raise, a reverse delt raise, right? And then you got the overhead. So these are 4 different exercises that you should automatically know you need to be doing. And this is just if we're talking about isolations and really targeting the totality of the delt, okay? Now, AKA the shoulder. When it comes to the chest, you got an upper, middle, and lower pec. Understanding the proper order of operations of how to fatigue the pec is important, for example, because in the upper pec you use the least amount of muscle fibers. In the middle pec it's the second, and the lower pec actually activates the whole of the pec. So if you really want to fatigue your chest, break down the muscle completely, you wouldn't really start on a decline first, because if you started on a decline first, you're going to hit the middle and the upper. You're going to activate those muscle groups. So now you're already fatiguing them, and as you start to go to the flat bench press and the incline bench press, those muscle groups are already been targeted, they've already been fatigued, and you won't be able to get the best results out of the workout because you didn't go about the order of operations correctly. Now again, this is all contingent upon your goals and what you're trying to do, but just these basic understandings. I mean, just by turning the wrist. So you got pronation. Pronation is when the hand is facing the ground. Supinated grip is when the palm is facing up. Just by turning the palm, okay, you have to understand that you engage different muscle groups. It's crazy, you know what I mean? I mean, another thing you need to understand is hemispheres, the bodies, joints, and ligaments. Because just because you decide to do a different angle, if you're not knowledgeable in knowing that this weight or this exercise at this angle could be dangerous to your knees or some type of joint, like it, you could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't really know that, for example, cardio. Y'all be running y'all butts off. But what you got to understand is cardio only works while you're working, okay? It's going to spike your metabolism because your heart rate up, you're burning, right? You do got some lactic acid flowing, but not to the extent of doing actual resistance training, right? Body weight, resistance bands, cables, machines, free weights. You hear me? Because when you actually build muscle, right, it speeds up your metabolic rate. So here's the thing. Cardio, once again, what you got to understand is you're burning calories while you're running. It'll spike your metabolism for a short period of time. But you really got to consider that if your diet has not changed, you're not supplementing and drinking water, you're probably going to put in the same amount of calories, if not more, that you just burned off. The real strategy then is adding lean muscle to the frame, because it increases bone density. As you get older, your bone density decreases. You don't want to break no bones and hips. This is a problem. You feel me? You see a lot of hip injuries in older people. This is why. No training, no flexibility, no good diet. We got to do all of this. And when you add lean muscle into your frame, you actually can not just prevent injury, but speed up the metabolic rate. So let's get into the metabolic rate. The metabolic rate is the amount of calories you burn at rest. Your metabolism is how fast your body can process the foods, okay? So by eating smaller meals, for example, you can process foods faster. You're not storing it as fat because you didn't overload your system, okay? By adding muscle, you speed up the calories you can burn just playing the game. If you decide to miss a day at the gym and eat a dirty meal like a hamburger and play games all day, well, you got lean muscle working for you. You know what I'm saying? Your metabolic rate is up. You're going to burn that off anyway. But these are things that you need to know. You feel me? Because a lot of y'all working the wrong way. Y'all going in there sweating, you know, running, walking for miles, and you don't really understand the science. I don't want y'all to keep getting these memberships for no reason. People quit, come back after 6 months, quit because they got no result. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually here to get y'all results. So I'm going to give you the education before I give y'all the demonstration. Okay? Because there's a lot of clowns out here that's selling y'all fitness plans, but they not actually telling you, dog, your diet shit, your water's off, you don't supplement, you got a health problem that's actually gonna make getting protein harder for your body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all buying this shit. So, all I'm trying to say is this. Forgive me, I'm in the hood. But all I'm trying to say is this. y'all really need to understand the application of these things to your biology. You know what I'm saying? How to actually apply it like an alchemist versus just buying it, trying it, and then dying it, killing it off because it ain't work for you. Even it's a waste of money every time because y'all don't have an education. So it's a lot of people out here, butts, boobs, and abs doing demonstrations. I'm gonna give y'all the education. Y'all can get the demos from them. As soon as I get all of the science out and education to my new followers and present followers, I'll start doing personal demos so you can understand more what I'm saying about hand position, muscles that's activating in these hand positions, your anatomy, man, your biochemistry. It's the game. There are levels to this game. And this is also how you're going to know who's just doing it for the job and who's passionate. Because I can tell you right now, a typical personal training class is honestly just going to teach you how to keep this person from hurting themselves. That don't make you a genius. I promise you. So anyway, and it definitely don't make them nutritional specialists, so don't ever go for that. That's a whole nother level of certification and education. You can self-educate, but that takes years. Similar to what the fuck I've been doing all my life, although I actually have education. It's still the point though, after school, I never stopped. You know what I'm saying? I still competed at professional levels. I still, you feel me? I still ask questions. I still watch these videos, these seminars. Like, come on, man. Like, it's levels to the game. And I want to teach y'all every level, and that's what I'm going to do. So, I really just hope I gave you guys a little bit of a broader spectrum today. Just understanding the body, you know what I mean? How the muscles activate in different positions. Understanding what type of work ethic you need to bring into the gym and outside of the gym. The process. I want to give y'all a little bit more science real quick, though. Keep in mind, when you're working out, be patient with yourself. Everybody's body different. And if you're not adhering to the principles for real, then you need to really just be honest with yourself and patient. Okay, I know I dropped the ball here. Stay on the journey, right? It's a lifestyle, not a hobby. You feel me? Make it a lifestyle, not a hobby. You will fail if you make it a hobby. That's why you've been failing, all right? So here's the thing. Understand, it takes at least a month or two, for real, depending on some variables, like age, health, things like that, diet, recovery, whatever. But depending on the variables, it should take about a month or two to gain one lean pound of muscle, all right? So you're microscopically breaking your body down. You have to heal. You have to eat right. You're not going to get big overnight. You know what I'm saying? If you got to drop 100 pounds, then you putting in 1 month or 2 months of actual hard work ain't enough. We've been lazy your whole life. You know what I'm saying? This is a journey. We ain't get what we got overnight. So don't think you're going to get where you're going overnight. But I promise you, if y'all rock with me, apply the science, ask questions. When I see the comments, I post about it or I reply in the video. All right. But like, I'm trying to actually educate y'all. Like, this is real education, bro. Anywho, I love y'all, and I'm going to be posting some more too. Plus, I'm going to be back with everything else that I'm bringing to the table from my TikTok channel. I appreciate all of the support. I really love all of y'all, and I really appreciate all y'all support. It's crazy. I never thought I could get 300 people. That's some I woke up this morning, I saw that I smiled so big. I'm like, why am I smiling? Stop being lame. You know what I'm saying? Don't smile. just do you. But anyway, thank you guys, for real, and I love y'all. And have a good day.